Yeah. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. Listen, man, before we get into the meat and potatoes, man, make sure when you check out with your Manscaped, use code Brunson, save that 20% off, and get your free shipping. Also, the Hurt Season hats are still available via the Print Champs. If you don't get it from the Print Champs, then it ain't legit. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you tap in with that too. I'm gonna put the link to the description and all of those things, fine things. You know what I'm saying? Immediately. But I got a special thing for you guys that's going on right now. So my personal sneaker plug, just for kicks 203, is doing a raffle. This is a crazy raffle. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let him explain it, man. But this is a crazy raffle. If you're not even into sneakers, it's just a money making opportunity anyway. So you know what I'm saying? Without further ado,
What's going on, everybody? Matt here, aka Just for Kicks 203. LB, thank you so much for doing this. I appreciate it. Appreciate all the love and support, man. Thank you. So raffle time coming up. So here's what we got. We got 4 sneakers that I'm going to be raffling off. Very simple. $30, 20 slots. Okay, you send me payment via Zelle or Cash App, and I'll get you on the spin wheel. Once all the spots are filled, I will go on Instagram Live and announce the winner. The winner can pick from the Topaz 4s, Carpet Company Dunks, Mocha 1s, and the University Blue 4s as well that just came out. So your pick, they're all dead stock, all brand new, never even tried on. So if you guys are not interested in sneakers, but you do win, I will be offering a $300 cash out option. So if you put in 30 bucks, you win. You don't want sneakers, $300, it's yours. So let me know any details, any questions. Feel free to reach out to me. Instagram is just for kicks 203. Again, shout out to LB for doing this. And good luck to everybody. Thank you.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So there you have it. So let's talk about this wide receiver room and how congested it got. Who do you guys think is the odd man out in this situation? You know what I'm saying? I think. So listen, let's talk about the guys for a second. So you got Devontae Smith, you have Jalen Rager, you have Travis Fulgham, you have Arthega Whiteside, you have Hightower, and you have Khalil Tate. I think those are the guys right now that are on the roster. You know what I'm saying? Because Trayvon Grimes isn't showing up right now, and for some weird reason. But these are the guys as of today that are showing up on the roster. I guess that these guys still got to be officially signed, and I'm talking about some of the undrafted free agents. They got to be officially signed before they can, be on the roster. I guess for right now, but this wide receiver room is it's a little compact, but it's compact. Oh, it's another guy I forgot to. My guy Quez Watkins. I'm sorry. It's a little compact, but it's compact in a sense that it's just a lot of guys basically just taking up space, man. I'm gonna just call a spade a spade. A lot of guys will get way more opportunity with the departure of Deshaun Jackson and with the departure of Alshon Jeffrey. But listen, these Deshaun Jackson and Alshon Jeffrey been missing games for a very, very long time. So you got to start to wonder, like, what's really good? You know what I'm saying? Like, who's going to be the guys that's going to step up and produce? Because per the depth chart already, Devontae Smith is a projected starter. So the projected starters were Devontae Smith, Jalen Rager, and our guy Greg Ward. Now, I kind of like it, but Greg Ward was a guy that I was looking at that could possibly be a guy, on the bubble in this situation here. Now, I had to rethink that because Greg Ward possibly it should be safe in most cases because they did pick up Greg Ward's tenure. It doesn't make sense for Greg Ward to be on the bubble when you got guys you got guys who haven't produced what Greg Ward has produced. Going into the 2019 playoffs, Greg Ward was huge those last couple of games. Just that stretch alone, that 5-game stretch has been more relevant than what Arthega Whiteside has brought to the table. You got guys who still need to learn. And John Hightower. John Hightower is amazing at the deep route, but he can't run every route on the route tree right now. You know what I'm saying? And you got other guys who just have raw talent and raw speed as well, like Quez Watkins. So when you think of guys you probably can't carry all of these guys. Now, I could look at Khalil Tate and already say Khalil Tate at best, unless he has the best camp of his life and somebody's royally screwing up, that Khalil Tate will be at best a practice squad guy. You know what I'm saying? And then you got guys you got guys like Trayvon Grimes, who's just absolutely a stud on tape. He was, listen, Patrick Surtain was the number 2 cornerback taken off the board, and Trayvon Grimes abused him in the game. He abused him before. Trayvon Grimes is the real deal. Being compared to, Mike Evans and stuff like that. That's those are high accomplishments for a guy that didn't get drafted. And then when you look at the tape, it's like, how did he not get drafted? So if he pans out, Devontae Smith, I'm pretty sure is going to pan out. You know what I mean? Come on. So if he pans out, Devontae Smith, Jalen Rager, who's automatically going to get forgiveness because he was a rookie dealing with injuries last year. So already, if you think about it, you got Travis Fulgham, who showed me enough. You got Jalen Rager, who has to get a second chance. He was a first-round pick. You got Devontae Smith, who's also a first-round pick and your Heisman winner. You know what I'm saying? And then you got Greg Ward, who showed enough coming from the practice squad. So those four guys right there, you would automatically assume to be safe. Now you got guys like John Hightower available. You got guys like I'm not available. Who out of the four I just named. Now you got John Hightower. You got Arcega-Whiteside. You got Quez Watkins. I can see Hightower being bumped down to the practice squad. I can see Quez Watkins being used as a gadget guy. And the best thing for Arcega-Whiteside, this could be a popular opinion or not a popular opinion. Now, I want to still see some more of Arcega-Whiteside. I really, really do, but not at the wide receiver position. If the Philadelphia Eagles are able to get rid of Zach Ertz and get some compensation for him, or if Zach Ertz is able to, you know what I'm saying, able to, stay on the roster and we get a comp pick for him next year, which is ideal given the amount of picks that we already have in a very, very stacked draft. So I would love to get a comp pick for Zach Ertz. I could see Arcega-Whiteside would absolutely love to get a comp pick for Zach Ertz. I could see Arcega-Whiteside literally being brought in as a fourth tight end, probably down to the practice squad level, but Arcega-Whiteside could have some value right there. Now, Arcega-Whiteside is a more than capable blocker. I mean he blocks at a rate, and he blocks all the way down the field. He's above average at that. You know what I'm saying? That's one really strong point to his game. I think Arcega-Whiteside can catch as well. I really think what really hindered Arcega-Whiteside was not being able to understand the playbook and not being able to, you know what I'm saying, stay healthy at the same time. Now, when you talk about moving from a wide receiver position to a tight end position, the playbook could be easier for him. He would have favorable matchups. I really, really like the idea of Arcega-Whiteside being converted over to a tight end. You know what I'm saying? It makes the most sense in the world for everybody, and all parties would win. You wouldn't be totally out of, wasting a second round pick on this wide receiver who you basically got nothing for. So that's an option right there. I can see Arcega-Whiteside moving down to the practice squad as a tight end. I can see John Hightower moving down to the practice squad as a wide receiver. And I could really see Trayvon Grimes making this roster. I really could. I mean, the kid is a stud. I'm really enamored by how he approaches the game with this underdog mentality, this underdog attitude. Listen, remind you, man, he had a lot of good wide receivers in front of him. The last couple years, they all went to the NFL. He played with Kadarius Toney. He played with Kyle Pitts. So he's been playing with some talent, and he's been able to hold his own for the most part. A lot of people talk about him being slightly inconsistent. But when you're not thrusted into the starting role all the time, or when you're not the guy all the time, you can expect slight inconsistencies like that. So let me know what you guys think in the comments about, about the guys who I think are projected to make the roster. And what do you guys really think about Arcega-Whiteside being converted over to a tight end? I think it makes the most sense, man.